Hello and welcome to a very special day in Wicklow. Today I have brought with me two secret weapons to get all the gold. First of all, I have the auger, which will allow me to plough right through that clay that sits right next to bedrock, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes. This is part 2 of the previous day's video, which just happened to be filmed yesterday. I got some amazing gold out. Now if you haven't seen that already, I'd highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link down below. The gold out of here is incredible. Further down, it's chunky gold. Up here it's flat. So what I'm doing is I'm going down through the clay and I'm following bedrock. I'll show you now, look. That's the bedrock section right there. And as I was working the circuitry of the last day, I was uncovering it, right? Just behind here, we have this massive clay layer. You can't get through that, except with the auger. The auger is basically, in simple terms, it's a giant corkscrew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bore down through that. Now I said I had two secret weapons. The second, the biggest resource that I constantly am losing. Is it drinking water? No. Is it food? No. Is it energy bars? No. My biggest enemy this time of year is daylight. So I have three things. I have a headlamp. I have another like inspection lamp that I can clip onto that tree, which will look down upon me. And I also have a floodlight. Now this is one of those ones I got in Lidl. And in case it really goes well, the floodlight, I also brought along a little 12-volt battery to charge the floodlight. Basically, I've got enough light to last me until morning. So if I have enough food and water with me, I have enough light to last me till morning. There's no more excuses. This is the day I get through the clay, onto true bedrock, and get pure gold. And hopefully lots and lots of nuggets. To save on weight, so I didn't have to bring too much, I only brought the pan and classifier. And what I'm going to do is, when I have stuff screened down to 1/2 inch, I'm going to be panning it just back in this little pool over here. Just this little pool off to the side. That's where I've been doing most of the panning. I've built this little dam with loads of clay behind it to stop any of the tailings from washing down into the hole I'm working. Today is going to be a good day. It might be 3 o'clock in the morning by the time I hit the nuggets, but I'm hitting nuggets. Let's go find nuggets. Right, so just kind of give a quick overview on how things are going. I'm into this, sharp, broken bedrock, shaly stuff. Now this is as I'm digging it out. It's crumbling. Traditionally, in this area certainly anyway, when you find bedrock that's jagged like that, it's a good indication that we're on the gold. I just want to give that a quick rinse off, make sure it's definitely clean, and check for nuggets. Nothing in there. I won't be posting any of these videos, I'd say another 6 months. It'll probably be, Christmas time. Happy Christmas. Here's me finding nuggets in March. Right, we're nowhere near full there. I'm gonna crack on with that. I'll just give you a quick overview. The auger is doing a good job at opening up the clay. And what I've gone and done is, I've got this bedrock across here. I've worked it with my foot. I can see it's pretty much across here. So what I'm doing is I'm digging just behind. You can see where my foot drops off into a nice deep hole here. As I dig it, falls in, and hole gets bigger, and I get this gorgeous stuff. I gotta be very careful to check everything. See, we on nuggets. That's the goal. If I get some small bits, yeah, that'd be great. But I'm after nuggets. Ideally something over 1/2 inch, but I'll settle for a 1/2 gram at this stage. It's been about 5 years or thereabouts since I found my last nugget, and I really want to find some more. Right, I'm going to continue on with this, and I continue open up this hole, find where this bedrock goes. If it goes all the way across, happy days. See a bit of bedrock there as well. If this goes across, this means this is a catch basin. Then I need to expose the walls of it, just like you would see on a TV program, and then follow it, go straight down. It's going to be fun. Lots and lots of nuggets. See you in a minute. So, like before, where I was introducing cameras, there's the first light I had, there's a second light. Now, it will only last about an hour, but I mean, look at the amount of light it's providing. And I'll just step back behind it. You can see here where you can just barely see the rocks. That's projecting a good bit of light. So that'll run for about an hour. I'm not sure about that one, they're only AA batteries. So what I'm doing is, bedrock is across here. Even though there's nice iron stain coming out of here, my goal originally was to just create a crevice in between here and follow that bedrock. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually not even panning yet. I'm just stockpiling all the buckets up there. I've said to myself, right, do about 10 buckets in total stockpiled up. And then when I have about 10 buckets stockpiled, then what we're going to do is bring these buckets up and I'll do the supercon trick. There is exposed bedrock down there, but it's been cleaned off multiple times. This clay material is probably here at least 50 years. Nobody's bothered to work through it. Nobody either had the tools or the patience to work through it. And ordinarily I wouldn't work through clay myself, but I'm right next to bedrock and it's producing amazing gold. Next time I see it is when we're going to be doing the panning down. Let's go find the shiny. So I've only got about 4 buckets stockpiled so far. So I'm conscious of the fact that even though I have this great spot lamp here beside me, which can light up the entire river, give me loads of light, even though I have that, the one thing that works best is my headlamp. The problem is this is what I need for classifying. It's also what I need for panning. Because if you watch, if I turn off that lamp, so you can't really see the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working this material down. I didn't bring the sucker tube, that's in the car. I just wanted to get through the clay, and as I was going through the clay I started seeing this nice material. A lot of grey clay as well. Grey clay is actually where I found my first nugget. That little picker. Hopefully you can see this. I have the headlamp above the camera, both on the head. Just going to move this bucket out a little bit. I got a big rock in it, so it's not going anywhere. Right, just need a little bit of space to work with this. So the supercons are going to go in there. What we're going to do is just try to fry it down nice and gently. Bring everything in front. 1, 2, bring it back. Everything in front. 1, 2, again. Everything in front. 1, 2. We'll do one more. And 1, 2. Now ordinarily at this point I'd work it down even more and then do a backspin. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead, just park it in the bucket and we'll move on to the next load of gravel. And this way we're going to get through a lot more. I'd be good at it done with a trowel with me, but however, such is life. Right. 1, 2, wow, that's a lot of clay that not broke it up. Break that clay apart. 1, 2, hang on back. As you swirl it, you're swirling it backwards. As you swirl it forward, it's going to lose stuff. So you swirl it backwards. All falls back in the same place. Back in the front. 1, 2. Be fairly sure. Look, all the dark material here, light up here. 1, 2. We're just working on down like that. Perfect. So that's enough supercons. That got a bit carried away. Right, I'm going to crack on with this bucket, and then I'll do the rest of the stuff at the bank, and then I have a little bit upstream as well, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Okay, look, I'm going to turn off the camera and keep going with this, and I'll come back to you when we got all that gravel done and we're down to supercons. So this is where I get to test if the camera truly is waterproof. This is miserable. I've run through 2 buckets and it's bucketing down. The one thing I found really at this stage, this headlamp, despite all the lamps I have and the big one down here, the headlamp is the most popular and it's the thing I need the most. The batteries in that are running down and I need it to be able to get out of here. So what I've gone and done is I cleaned out the big concentrate bucket from just 2 full buckets, and I'll show you the results now. Hope you can see this properly. I don't know if you can see it properly. There's like 3 or 4 little pieces of gold in there. I'm going to pack up now. This is madness. Really what I wanted to test was, do I have the right setup for coming out early in the morning before the sun comes up and staying about an hour later after the sun goes down? The answer is yes, but I need to get more headlamps. That big lamp there is great, but a headlamp is the main thing I use. So I'm going to order a few more of them, and then maybe someday I'll come back and do this. But yeah, this will be part 2 of chasing nuggets. So part 3 will be coming up in just a minute in the playlist below. And yeah, let's all go find more shiny. See you soon.